Hello, the doc is in, and welcome back to another chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen Spoilers Edition, Chapter 268. Chapter number 4 of the... What's the word I'm looking for? 5 chapters left, which means we have 3 chapters after this. That's needlessly complicated. Nevertheless, though, last chapter, Nobara came back. And Yuji presumably landed the final hit. A black flash clear hit in his domain, probably using a soul punch. Blew up Sukuna's back. Pause. I'm not sure if that needed a pause, but I'm going to put a pause on it anyway. The fight seemingly is all over. And so let's get into this chapter. Alright, so as we do with spoilers, we're not really going to go through the specifics, just kind of go through the general points. So, chapter starts off, Sukuna talking to Megumi. Gotta give it up, bro. You killed your sister, a lot of your friends died or got really majorly injured by your actions and decision to give up in life. So you should just let me take over your body forever. Not gonna lie, I think you should just give it up, buddy. And Megumi, it's just like, bro, why are you on your hands and knees begging for it? Like, what? And honestly, when you think about it, it's like, damn, like, you're over here talking to Megumi again. It's to go, you can give less of a fuck about Megumi. You were not trying to talk to Megumi at all. You were just like, oh yeah, that bitch? Yeah, I took over his body. He's not getting his back. Now you're just like, bro, you should really just leave the money here, you know? Just let me have it. You know, I'll hold on to it for you. And he was like, nah, you're probably scared of dying, because after getting hit with that soul resonance punch, right, you're gonna die. You're gonna get separated from my body. And with only one finger left, that's not enough clinging you to life. So, like, you're actually kind of cooked. And after that, we basically have Megumi basically confirming that, like, yeah, I'm not gonna give up on life at this point. I think he basically says he's going to live for somebody else, which is presumably Yuji, but maybe he's just talking about for everybody. Basically, he's going to, like, you know, disattach his will to live from his sister and put it to who's still alive, right? From here, the domain of Yuji breaks, Megumi's body goes flying, and it seems like Sukuna has been officially separated, and he's like this weird amorphous blob, first-looking thing, trying to reattach itself to Megumi, but he's already cut, so he starts shriveling up and stuff, and Yuji walks on up, and so he's just like, so the offer still stands. Come back to my body and live, stay out of my body and die. And then he hits him with the URB phrase, which I don't quite know how this connects, but I'll leave that to the full chapter to explain. From there, basically Yuji's gives some important dialogue that I cannot fully decipher just yet in terms of its full meaning, and he basically like full on offered is like, hey, just come live with me, you know, we could be better. And Sukuna's like, bro, fuck. Well, okay, no, he doesn't say fuck you, but he basically says like, you really stayed on about this whole like saving me thing. Like, honestly, at this point I'm impressed. His only compliment to Yuji is basically like, bro, you're a top tier blazer of your ideals. I'm not changing sides. And presumably, right here, he just accepts death rather than going with Yuji, because even in his compliments, he still has to hate Yuji the most. Alright, let me cut away to Arame and Hikari, which is fun, because we just never see this fight. Officially, we're just never going to see what happens here. So, I mean, oh well. Unofficially, they were either playing now, or they went on a date. And it's soft confirmed that Rame's probably a girl, because she has like the chest bandages that pretty much exclusively girls wear, because, you know, to hide their boobs. So, it seems like a girl to me. But not sure either way. Basically, Rame's like, damn, my dog's dead. Well, your team sucks anyway. You guys just got like, eh. And Hikari's just like, bro, I'm a gambling man. That means so much to me. And then Arame seemingly kills herself. probably, and we leave there. We then cut away to a later time in the story, probably like maybe a week or so, maybe not a week, but like maybe a couple of days later or something. And we got Yuji and Nobara putting Nobara in a box to do the same, like, surprise she's alive thing as Yuji did way back when, which is a great callback. We also see Megumi wake up from his, I guess you could say maybe coma, maybe recovery. He also has scars from like when Sukuna was using his body, which is kind of cool. And they chatted up and they're having a nice moment. Nobara asked like, "How'd you guys feel when you guys found out I was alive?" And Bigby was like, it was cool. And Yuji was like, I cried a little. Whatever. It was sweet. Sweet. And we find out, actually, everybody, well, not everybody, but Megumi and Nobara got letters from Gojo because obviously they weren't there to speak to Gojo because, well, self-explanatory, honestly. I don't even need to explain that. But Yuji didn't get a letter, but he says that's because he's with Gojo from before. So whatever Gojo went to tell him, he was there to hear. So, yeah. But for Nobara, what she got is a letter giving info on her mom and what she's doing, and I guess how she's doing. It's like a quick synopsis of like, oh yeah, I had somebody check in on your mom, or I went to go check in on your mom, and if you want to visit her, this is where she's at, and whatnot. I'm not quite sure why he did this. I feel like in the full review, I'll probably go into more detail about what I think it might be, but interesting. And then for Megumi, this one was a little bit more obvious. It is about how Gojo killed his dad, and for some reason Megumi laughs. And when Yuji and Nobara look at his letter, they're like, "What the fuck? This is not a downer." Like, and you're laughing. Like, it's like, yeah, it's no big deal, but big deal. Given Gojo writes this in in a really funny way, like he's basically just like, yeah, your dad's dead, buddy. Sorry. And he tries a little Gojo chibi for him. Like, what? But from there, we have the trio walking over to meet with the upperclassmen because they're going to try to save Yuta's life, which I'm just going to be honest. These motherfuckers got to save Yuta's life. All right, that's my goat. I can't live and go on if the last few chapters of the story have my goat, the goat, Yuta Okoto, die. I can't. It would have been cool if they were going to kill him in Gojo's body. If they're not going to kill him in Gojo's body, bring that motherfucker back. Thank you. But that's pretty much it for this chapter, and there's a break next week. Unfortunate, but that's fine. It's the last break of the series, I'm sure. So, I'll bite that bullet. But yeah, next chapter, I need to see my goat back. Anyway, that's all for this chapter. I'll see you guys on Ultimate. Peace.